Dating violence has been within teenage relationships for many decades now, ranging from middle school relationships to high school relationships, and even so going into college and on, going into domestic abuse. Me and my co-producer decided to do this to give an image, a concept, a picture to the human eye, to see the daily lives of dating violence victims, of what they have to go through. See, we have the ability to stop it, but something, and that something is fear, stops us from stopping it. Because we fear that our significant other may leave us. But is it worth it? That's the real question. Is it worth being harassed every day? Is it worth being hit every day, being made fun of every day, being locked into chains? Is it worth it? Ask yourself that question. See, we made this to give you guys that image, to open up the eye to the realities of dating violence. Briefly, you'll see a dramatization on one example of dating violence. In this example, you'll see the boyfriend and the girlfriend. You'll see them interacting. You'll see how the boyfriend handles the situation and how the girlfriend handles the situation. And you'll see everything that happens. I made sure to include these things of dating violence, include the concepts of dating violence, to give you guys a voice, to give everyone who doesn't have one a voice. So please sit down and relax, enjoy the short film, and please, if you do know someone, give them a helping hand. Reach for them. Get help for them. Because that fear, that something, may lead to something else, which can have devastating consequences and can be very fatal. So thank you for your time, and please enjoy this film.
Who are you with? Oh my gosh. You don't answer my calls or text messages. You better not be. Listen, call me as soon as you can. I've been calling you and calling you and calling you and texting you. You're not answering me. I'm really starting to get mad. Call me as soon as possible because I really don't know who you're with, and I'm ready to just watch when I get there. Becca.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
I'm studying.
You're studying? You're studying for what?
My history class.
I've been calling you and texting you. You don't answer me? You don't have your phone. Can you guys get out?
You want to take it out? I think you want
Get out of my house! Please! Why do you have him here? I've told you so many times. Why do you have him here? You don't answer my calls. You don't do anything.
10% of teenage relationships end in abuse. Half of the youth who have been victims of both dating violence and rape attempt suicide. Every 9 seconds in the US, a woman is beaten or assaulted in a lifetime. Please, stop the violence and stop the abuse.
And welcome back. back to the Dr. JC show. We're here today with a very important topic on dating violence, teen dating violence in America. You don't want to miss it for the world. We have a couple here who's going to talk about their personal experiences in domestic violence, in dating. Believe me, you don't want to miss it. We'll be right back after these commercials. Thank you. Hello, welcome back to the Dr. JC show. We're here today with a very important topic on this show. It is teen dating violence in the United States. Believe me, you don't want to miss it for the world. We have here a couple who is going to talk about their problems, Olivia Smith and Jack Hamilton. Olivia, we're going to start with her. Please come out, and the crowd, please give her a warm welcome. So, Olivia, thank you for coming out to the show. I know this is very difficult. We want you to express yourself. Start with, I want to just start with one thing. It says roughly 1.5 million high schoolboys and girls in the United States admit to being intentionally hit or physically harmed in the last year by someone they are romantically in love with. 1.5 million high school boys or girls. Olivia, please, from hearing from this, 1.5 million high school students, boys and girls, admit to being hit or abused in a romance, and that's just in high school alone, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Explain to us your story. Where did it start? Why is it that you're here today and you really want to speak out on this?
Well, it all started when we were in high school. I thought everything was going alright. He was a wonderful man. He's treated me so lovely. He's been so good to me. But as soon as I finished up high school, I didn't know he started hanging out with his friends all the time. All the time. And then that's when the violence began. I don't know where his friends were bad influences, horrible people. And I told them to stop, but he didn't listen. He would come back home, waste all of our money. It was an awful scene. And then one day, he just came to me one day when he was with his friends drinking one night, and he just hit me. He popped me in the face. And I knew that it was just spiraling down after that, and I couldn't be in a relationship like that no more. Okay, hold it right there. I really apologize for what has happened in your life. And one of these other statistics I want to go over, this is from the DoSomething.org, which is an organization for teens in case they're being domestically abused or relationship-wise abused. You could go and call a hotline in case you guys need some help. You could do DoSomething.org. And another thing is, teens who suffer dating abuse are subjected to long-term consequences like alcoholism, eating disorders, promiscuity, thoughts of suicide, and violent behavior. Another thing is, 1 in 3 young people will be in an abusive or unhealthy relationship. Just hearing that they could end up in alcoholism, eating disorders, suicide, violent behaviors, it is something that moves me very much. And Olivia, have you ever thought of, do you think you're one of these teens that ever thought of actually suicide? Definitely. There's not a day that goes by that he hasn't shattered my self-esteem. He totally, completely just destroyed me. There was a point that I couldn't leave my house because I thought to myself, what's the point? What's the point in living anymore? All this emotional and physical abuse. I couldn't bear it anymore, doctor.
And one last statistic that really moves me is in the U.S., 25% of high school girls have been abused physically or sexually. Teens who are abused this way are 6 times more likely to become pregnant or contract a sexually transmitted infection, STI. Olivia, when did you say to yourself, enough is enough? Enough is enough.
I knew it was enough when one day Jack just comes to me and tells me I need to go to the doctor, and I said, why? Why do I need to go to the doctor? And he said that when he was with me, he cheated on me. He cheated on me several times, and he gave me chlamydia. And I couldn't, that's when I knew that it went too far, doctor, and I need to leave. I need to leave that relationship.
Wow. Everyone, give a round of applause to this brave woman. And Olivia, with all due respect, did you go to your family, or did you go to the cops or anyone like that, you know, the psychologist, your doctor, whoever, to let them know what was going on in your relationship?
Scared. I was too scared they would judge me and say I was stupid for being with him in the first place.
Wow, that is very sad, and I'm very happy that you're here now and you're brave. And I want to start by bringing out your ex-boyfriend, Jack Hamilton. Olivia, if by any moment you feel that you cannot do this, you're more than welcome to leave. You're more than welcome to let me know. So let's go ahead and bring out Jack Hamilton. Jack Hamilton, welcome to the show. How are you today?
How are you?
So, Jack, I want to fully understand this. How long were you guys dating for?
Well, we were dating since 10th grade, so approximately it's 3 years now.
Okay. And what was the cause for you to start abusing Olivia this way? Why, and what? I want to fully understand what was the cause.
I mean, do you see her? Like, do you hear how she talks? Like, she gets me so aggravated that sometimes shutting, just hitting her makes me it's a great way to shut her up.
Okay, and you would say, were you abused as a teen or as a child in your home? What is the cause for you to start doing this to Olivia? Where do you think it comes from?
I think I see my father hit my mom, so.
And you think it's fine?
It's fine, yeah.
Excuses. A real man doesn't hit a woman.
Jack, did you think it was fine? Do you really agree that it's fine on what you did to Olivia?
Yes, it's perfectly fine for me.
And why would you say this?
Because there comes a point in time where it's just like, what am I even doing? Like, she gets so annoying. When we would go out, she doesn't know when to shut up.
Then why didn't you leave me? You were with me for so long, taking up all
Why
this.
would you risk a woman's life? Why would you stay with her instead of just leaving her, instead of just breaking up the relationship? I want to get inside your head. Why do you think this is fine? What made you really think this is okay to do this?
Because she's so annoying, like, you don't understand, bro.
And that's the only reason why she was annoying?
No, because she go through my phone, she don't trust me, she hates all of my friends, she doesn't leave me alone for the whole freaking day. It's like, I get 20 phone calls in 1 hour. Who does that?
It's because
Let me know,
I care.
who does?
It's because I care. I want to know who he's with. He cheated on me so many times. What am I supposed to do? What am I
I'm not gonna
supposed to
cheat on
do?
you? You're annoying.
You gave me chlamydia for Pete's sake.
Alright, hold on. So you're gonna tell me that only because she was annoying and she stalked you and everything, that was completely fine for you to go ahead and abuse her?
Yes, that shows her the back.
Why do you think that was fine?
So she can back off, that's
So
why.
she can back off.
Yes.
So hitting a woman and admitting that she could probably end up in disorder or even suicide, it was fine for you. It was okay for you to hit her and think that everything was just gonna be okay. Why couldn't you just leave her?
I loved him so much, but he hurt me so bad.
So you're gonna tell me it was completely fine hitting her, abusing her, scratching her, and leaving her punch marks everywhere, and even going so far to leave her an STD instead of just leaving her?
It was fine.
Why do you think that was fine?
That's what you can
That
say.
is not fine! You are not a man!
Yes,
You
I
do
am.
not deserve to get out of my state! Security! Get out of my state! We do apologize for that. It's not something that we do on this show, but seeing that, Jack just has no sense of, he has no knowledge of what respect towards a woman really is, and what we're actually going to go ahead and do is that we are going to send him to evaluation. We are going to send him to rehab to see what is really going on with him and why he acts the way he acts. We need to stop this violence in the United States. Olivia, I do thank you for coming out to the show. If there's anything we can ever do for you, we're always here for you. We want you to stay safe, go back to school, and just do the best you can. Crowd, give her a round of applause, everyone. Olivia, we are going to go ahead and send you. You're from Texas, correct? correct?
Yes.
We are going to send you to the best psychologist we know in Austin, Texas. You're going to go for a 3 weeks evaluation with them so you could recover. We're going to also send you to a specialist to treat your any problems you have. And on top of that, we're going to give you $15,000 towards your school tuition. Olivia, I want to give you a hug and thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.